Hello beautiful souls, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anu and I am your intuitive tarot host. Today's reading is general messages on what's coming your way, what blessings are coming to you, whatever spirit wants to bring forward. I think we're coming out of the eclipse or the heavier eclipse, so I just wanted to bring in some positivity and just share what's coming through. This is timeless reading, so whenever you see it is when is the right time for you to hear these messages. There are three options here. Again, feel free to choose multiple piles. I've noticed when we see, when we go for one and then pick another, sometimes there is a progression. So take it as it fits. Your option number one is the oyster. Option number two is eagle, and option number three is raccoon. So go ahead and make your pick, and I will see you right at your option. All right, pile one, those of you who chose the oyster, this will be your reading. And again, generally it's a water element, so you may be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or you may have major water placements in your chart. So we'll get into, I want to read a few key things about oyster from the book, but overall, before I get into that, again, the natural tendency for oysters is to clam up, and they can take a lot of pressure. That's where, of course, you know, the pearls take a long time to form, right? So that always talks about hidden talents. Now, when we are thinking of this in terms of blessings coming your way, these kind of rays coming out of here really tell me that this is the time to shine. Okay, this is time to come out and shine. It is time to break out of your shell and display or share your talents, your art, whatever inner guidance, inner knowledge that you have, to come out and share that with the world. Okay, so this is the biggest blessing coming your way, is that whatever you've been meaning to share or come out and share with the world, the timing is right. That's what I'm hearing for this pile. Okay, so let's read a little bit quickly from the book here. Some of the keywords are patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. I really love that. And what I like to, you can pause the video and you can read the rest as well. But really it says the focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. So definitely something you've been working on for a long time. It may have felt like the opportunity wasn't right, or the timing was just never right. So that's opening up for you. This is the section I want to highlight for pile one for oyster, is when in balance. So when you are in balance, you're going to feel blessed, you're going to feel masterful and generous, right? Like easygoing, a very fluid life. When you're feeling these other things, you'll know right away that you're out of balance, and that is being reluctant, gripping, or clamming up, right? That's our reaction that we do. That's when we're not feeling completely in harmony. And then how do we get into balance is share something. So again, this could be writing a post, it could be writing an article, whatever, any form of sharing your thoughts is how that'll help you come back into balance. All right. So for today's reading, we have pre-selected oracle cards. I've only seen few that flipped over, so we'll build the story as we go, and then I'm going to be doing a live shuffle on the tarot. And if we need clarifiers, I'm going to draw from the Lenormand deck. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have for oysters. What is a major blessing coming for my oyster group? Okay. Wow, first off, number 4, beauty. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. Also, if you like to do spell work, this is a spell here for that. Also, if you like to do, you can also use it as affirmation for yourself while you're meditating. But blessings coming your way. First of all, this is again giving me the vibe of coming out and shining, and then like sharing your inner beauty, your external beauty, whatever the definition of beauty is to you, sharing your craft. That is really opening up for you at this time. Pile oysters. Let's see how I'm going to fit this here. This is like completely a very fluid, unplanned, literally a reading that just like came to me, so I have to do it. All right, so we have solitude, hermit, which is the hermit in traditional tarot. We have choose wisely. Okay. which tells me this is the Seven of Cups. It's telling me there's actually a lot of options available to you. We'll lay out all the cards and then go into it. But this is literally your natural state. I'm not surprised that the oyster and solitude or hermit are showing up. You may also have Virgo in your chart, or a prominent Virgo placement, or you may have, for example, Saturn in Virgo. Something like that. Some placements that kind of hold you back or naturally give you or give the ability to stay very hidden and secretive. I'm also getting High Priestess vibes. So there's a lot of inner knowledge here, but it stays within. Your inner guiding system is very strong, so never doubt that. And when with this one here, choose wisely. And as we're talking about options opening up, there may be multiple options coming your way. So let's see what we have. Look at that. I want to put this here right next to it. Taking risks. Look at that. So you have taking risks, and you have, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. What are the odds of two solitude cards from absolutely different decks? Okay, absolutely different decks. And we're getting the same energy, solitude. So this is a big blessing. So one of the biggest things that's coming through with this is all the solitude, all the clamming shut, all the time away from others and time away spent on your own is actually now going to bear fruit. Okay, all the inner work that you've done, it's time to come out and shine. There are so many options available to you. So this is where use your inner guidance to take the next calculated risk. For example, it could be, you may think like starting, I don't know, a TikTok channel, if it's called a channel. I'm not on TikTok, I don't know. Or if starting an Instagram page or a Facebook page or a YouTube channel, they may be like very risky, or they may sound a little bit out there against the norm that you have normally done. This is a good time. So I'm just sharing examples because it all talks about coming out and shining your light. All this work is going to pay off. It's going to bring big blessings. Let's see what we have. Improving health. Beautiful. Beautiful. You may have Jupiter, you may have Aries in your 6th house, because Jupiter is entering Aries, or has entered Aries when I'm recording this. So there's a lot of, for those people, there'll be improvement in health, overall health, fitness, overall mental, physical, emotional health will be improving. In the near future, you have Sky Father, trust in the unknown. Ooh, air element showing up now. So ideas, I'll get into these. Then we have conjunction, empowerment, okay. And we have, these we'll save for later. These are more advice. And we have 7th house, relating, relationships. Okay, so if you stitch it all together, there's some divine inspiration coming to you. Okay, so if you're getting in creative ideas, this is the right time to go for them. Those are really divinely guided. Okay, with the Sky Father showing up here, trust in the universe, you'll be getting those ideas. Of course, this could be ideas about either your talents or about your job, your health, your daily routines, any of those. It could apply to any of those areas. But there's also the 7th house showing up over here, okay? And with conjunctions. So you may have placements or planets conjunct what is Taurus? Well, a Libra, could be Libra or Taurus, because 7th house is anything that's ruled by Venus is what I'm getting, but this is definitely the Libra house, so there'd be prominent placements in Libra for you at this time. But I was also getting Taurus because Venus rules both those houses, the 2nd and the 7th house. So there's some powerful alignment, as I said in the beginning, of planets that's going to bring the right time. It's going to bring the time. And by the way, if you look at this solitude oyster, then you have beauty, come out and shine, and then all the way over here you have 7th house, which is relationships. So for some of you, the big blessing could also be as you go out and start dating or start seeing people, you may no longer be single, okay? So this may be like opening doors for coming into a relationship, because the 7th house is showing up over here. It's interesting, I just put my fingers here. There are 2 7s right here. So there are choices available to you no matter what aspect of life you're thinking about. This could happen in the very near future. Again, there's always divine timing. I know people don't like that answer, myself included. I'm like, what does that mean? When is it going to happen? So just release that, release the timing aspect of it. But yes, this will require you to actually take some action. The other thing that's coming through for you is, as I said, I mentioned Aries, right? So Jupiter in Aries brings blessings, right? Jupiter is a planet of blessings, and Aries is the house or a sign of action. So what's important here to keep in mind is that Jupiter gives us blessings when we take action. So I know a lot of times there's a lot of, in fact, I wanted to do something like Jupiter and Aries blessings, and I was like, well, let's just do blessings. It just felt a little bit more fitting to me. And the thing to remember with Jupiter is it won't magically bring you random blessings. It's going to bring you blessings in areas that you actually put effort in, because it really rewards effort. And Aries being the sign of action, with the fire, it really calls for us to take those actions to get us some blessings from it. All right, so that's what we have so far. Let's see what Tarot has to say. There's a lot of like 6th house, 7th house energies over here, which is our daily routine, work life, and also relationships. So some of you are definitely either breaking out of a relationship or coming out and sharing your journey and coming into a new relationship. But there's definitely, there could be some Scorpio risings here, Scorpio risings or Taurus risings. Scorpio or Taurus could be in your chart as well. I know I threw a lot of signs out, but that's because this is, we have the South Node in Scorpio, which is about shedding, and it is about letting go. So sometimes it can be cutting out solitude, and the North Node is in Taurus, which is actually for Scorpio risings their 7th house. Okay, so take it as it fits, or you can just skip this part if it's not making sense. But let's see what Tarot has to say in terms of these blessings coming your way. So we have Strength card, absolutely. Leo coming through. You've been really strong through this. 9 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. I saw that when I was shuffling. 10 of Swords, amazing. I love that energy. Again, South Node, there are endings, okay? And then blessings coming from that. 3 of Wands in the near future, okay? So there is, again, you're going to be rewarded for being strong and being steady and determined. Again, oyster is the, it was a very beautiful sentence that it had. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. I really like this, and anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. Okay, so again, that's what you're going to be rewarded for. You have been really strong. You have really spent a lot of time in solitude, spent a lot of sleepless nights, and may have felt, again, these are all solitude energies, right? Where we feel we're on our own, we don't have a support system, nobody understands us. That's the cycle that is getting over because we have the strong ending here, the 10 of Swords. So all the stress and worry and the fatigue I'm hearing, literally fatigue is what's coming through. The mental, physical, emotional fatigue, sleepless nights. This is sleepless nights. And some of you may have really struggled through sleeping, especially with the eclipses in May. So end of April, beginning or middle of May. That may have really interrupted your sleep cycle poorly. That stuff is all coming to an end, okay? This is like you've reached the end of the difficult road, and now opportunities are opening up with the 3 of Wands, okay? The 3 of Wands is when our ships are coming in, or we're ready for our ships to come in. So this is, again, I would also say spend some more time actually taking self-care, because beauty, I mean, this is, again, the Venus energy here. So Venus is really inspiring you to spend some time on self-care, self-empowerment. If you want, you can, Go for a massage, go for a walk, go for a swim, take a walk in nature, just do a home, I don't know, face pack, whatever that means to you. Get your hair done, get your nails done. But this is for you because it all starts from within, right? Beauty starts from within. So whatever brings you that sense of feeling really proud of yourself and feeling good of yourself. I mean, it doesn't have to be an achievement, okay? That's where it starts, and that's when your ships start coming in, because guess what? Everything is energy. So whatever we feel is what we emanate outside, and that's what the universe picks up and matches, right? So this is very important. So overall, the biggest blessing is the solitude time is coming to an end. Let's get a couple, because the Norman is just staring at me. I'm going to get a couple of the Norman on these, and then we'll get into the advice for you. Ooh, 2 came out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. This is incredible. So we have the 2 most harshest card. Well, there's 3 total in Norman. You have 2 of those come out, the whip and the sickle. Both talk about endings, cutting off. And I'm getting the sense, and so like they're also progression here, 10 and 11. I am getting the sense for some of you, especially next to the 7th house, maybe you're cutting out people that have been very toxic to you, very painful. This also talks about oppression overall, somebody who's been very dominating. Could be again in a personal relationship or work career front or family oriented. Again, really sorry if that's how you felt, but this with the 10 of swords and with the sickle and the whip, you are cutting it out. The biggest blessing is this cycle is now ending. Okay, let's get one more on this. So what's the next blessing after the ending, Spirit? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Bouquet with the beauty, all the solitude going away or paying off. I want you to remember the solitude is really paying off, but after cutting off these painful things, really peaceful, joyous time is coming forward for you, okay? So this is what you've got to remember. Really, really nice. And bouquets are all about prosperity. It's about health, vitality, just feeling full of life and just feeling joy overall. That's what's coming through. Okay, so let's just do our final cards. These are the advice from Spirit for you to embark and then take advantage of this energy that's available to you. We have Moon in Capricorn in the 10th house, practicality. This refers to our status, okay? 10th house is our status. It's our job. It's our title. The title can be a job title or it can be a status title, relationship status title, whatever you want to call it. Like it could be a homeowner. It could be like whatever, director of something. It could be Mr. or Mrs. Whatever that means, that's what sits at the top of your chart in the 10th house. And Spirit is just saying, if you go with the most practical approach, because this is the Capricorn and Moon talks about our security, our safety, where we feel secure and safe. That's in order, especially because you're coming from these energies with all the sword and heavy air, mental energy over here. It's gonna really help if you choose wisely with the most practical plan. Okay, let's just going back to taking risks and choosing wisely. Choose the avenue that right now feels the most practical to you. That's going to also help you sleep at night, by the way, because the Moon talks about our inner safety or guidance system. Okay, let's see what else we have. The Child Divine. Yep, keep believing in the magic. The light attributes are innocence, purity, and redemption. Suggest a special connection with the divine. So again, you have the Strength card. Keep that faith. Don't lose faith. You're going to really shine. You're really going to shine. You just have to keep that inner child alive. And then we have the Saboteur in reverse. So we're going to read the Shadow attribute, which is induces self-destructive behavior or desire to undermine others. So this is what you are ending, and you have to, and it's coming in the advice is like, stop self-sabotaging yourself. Stop holding yourself back. You've done a lot of inner work, which is great, but now it's time to come out and shine. So don't hold yourself back have your faith, and take baby steps, take the most practical first step right now, whatever this is, if it's career, if it's relationship, if it's home, if it's moving states, whatever it is, that's coming through, right? It's coming in the near future. So use your inner guidance system, especially with the Virgo card showing up over here, and go for it. Don't hold yourself back. And the final message, it's the Canary Spirit. Sing your own song, number 12. So 12 or 3 could be important to you. We also have the master number 11. Like, very good numbers are showing up here. We have 3, 3. We had 2 7s. We have the 2 10s over here. We have 2 9s over here. So a lot of like double energy, which just like tells us that the energy is gaining momentum. Okay, and it is time to sing your own song. It is time to, whatever that path looks like for you, it is time to go for it, to walk on that path, and not to wait for others to approve, disapprove. Just shine your own light. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pile 1. I hope you like the messages. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. Means a lot and helps me grow. And if you want to share your personal experience around these messages, please do drop me a comment. I would really, really appreciate it. Wish you all much love, light, and positivity, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, Group 2. This is for those of you who chose the second oracle card, Eagle. So again, this group is highly spiritual, very strong, mentally, emotionally, and likely have been through a tough time. Okay, so this is the reading. We have quite a few pre-pulled oracle cards, but we're gonna do live tarot and then some Lenormand as well. But for this group, again, it's kind of a transformational time for you. So we're going to look at what blessings are coming your way. But I do want to read just a little snippet from the book because this is so good. So as you can see, this is an air element. So you may have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in your chart, major placements on Moon or Rising, or some major house placements in those. But this is an interesting one because we have the air and we have the fire. Okay, the eagle is like literally clawing onto the sun and shining that light. So a really, really powerful group overall. So let me just read you a little bit of over here from the book, and it says, the eagle is all-pervading power, truth seeker, and transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. And this is very, very powerful. So imagine when there's a fire, okay, and there's a big gust of wind, what happens? It can really blow it up and spread it around, right? So that may be also for some of you, your life purpose, your mission to you may be a light worker. I'm picking up quite a few light workers in this group, that it's really your life purpose to spread the light. And you can pause the video and read if you want. But what I want to talk about for each group is, how do you feel when you're in balance? You'll feel bright, radiant, and you can accept any challenge, face any challenges. When you're out of balance, you may find yourself being very controlling, trying to control the elements, which can lead to arguments, which can lead to proving our point to the other side. And this is, some of you may also listen to Abraham Hicks or Esther Hicks for Abraham's messages. And I think what's coming through right now with this controlling element is, and I'm pretty terrible at quoting, so I'm going to paraphrase it, but there was a message from Abraham Hicks that says, the more time we spend, the more effort we put in actually convincing someone else, the harder we're pushing, and the farther away we're going from calibrating ourselves to receive that, okay? But you cannot convince somebody by continuously keep on telling them your message. Rather, you present your idea or your philosophy, whatever that may be, and you let it sit with the other person, and you release control of changing their mind. Because if you keep doing it, you're going upstream. You're, as if you're familiar with, you're not in the vortex, okay? You're not in the manifestation vortex because you spiraled out because you're pushing so hard against it. So this is what it's kind of showing. Just watch for that if that happens to you. I know it's not easy to accept it. I am in this boat with you, absolutely. Is sometimes I really want to show people that they're so far off from the reality. But then I'm like, okay, it's not my path. Okay, my path is to just follow it. And if my message is meant to reach people, it'll reach people. It'll resonate with my tribe, and that's about it. It's not my job to convince anybody. So that's what happens, when we're trying to share our knowledge or share our philosophies or share the truth with others. And if they're not ready to receive it, they would not receive it. So let's not be controlling around that. That was a big spiel on that stuff. And how do we bring into ourselves into the balance is by stepping into the unknown. Okay, so which is going with the flow. Let the elements come. Let our manifestations come to us when we are ready. Not before, not after, but then we have to surrender to the divine. So again, I feel like very, very powerful group. May have felt that you've been swimming upstream, but let's see how that's changing, what blessings are coming your way. So I'm going to put this over here, and we're going to get into our oracle cards messages. So what blessings are coming your way? You have number 7, wisdom. And as I was telling other pile, you can use this either as a manifestation mantra, or oh my God, what are they called? Affirmations. You can use this as an affirmation, or you can also use it in spell work. It says, on a Wednesday with the waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Okay, kid you not, I'm actually recording this on a Wednesday. I don't know if it's a waxing moon or not. I think it's waning, but it's like right at the tail end. We've just wrapped up the solar eclipse or the lunar eclipse. So I'm recording after that, but it is on a Wednesday. So, wow, the letter W may be important to you. Wisdom, Wednesday, waxing or waning, wisdom. And the number 7 may be really important to you. But that's the biggest blessing coming your way. You have so much wisdom. I said some of you are light workers. So tap into that wisdom, share it however you want. And it can also, again, does not have to be sharing with others, but also more for tap into it and follow your life purpose and do what feels right to you. You have the inner wisdom. We have positive movements. I'll show you the cards. We have positive movement forward. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have recognition and reward. Very nice. Let me walk through these. Let me just lay out the cards. We have opportunity. Look at that. Yes, yes, yes. The opportunity is presenting itself. Delight. I love the colors on this card. Again, with the eagle too. Such colorful cards. So all the wisdom that you worked hard on, all the time that you've put towards your own self-development, opportunities are presenting themselves. You will be delighted by these opportunities. There's a lot of recognition and reward, and there is positive movement forward. This is actually the 8 of Wands in traditional tarot, and this is the 3 of Wands. And it's interesting how the depiction is very different. It's kind of almost like 6 of Swords to me. So you've earned the right to passage is what I'm hearing with this opportunity that's coming your way. Let's see what else. We have wait, or you may have had to wait so long. And then we have don't stop. So there's a kind of interesting contradictory energies. I love it when Spirit does that. It's like, okay, the waiting period is over, okay? It's time to go, go, go. So just keep on the lookout when certain opportunity knocks on your door. Do take that first step. We are in a time when Jupiter is in Aries, and I was telling Pile 1, Jupiter brings us big blessings in whatever house it's sitting in. Okay, so check what house is Aries for you. But the only one thing with Jupiter, again, it's a lucky planet, it's a planet of expansion, but it brings us rewards, a recognition and reward for what we put effort in. Okay, it's not like the like hitting the jackpot out of suddenly. That's not what Jupiter is. So whatever you've been working on, be open to the opportunities. Your waiting time is over, okay? Take the opportunity and leap forward. It's going to bring you a lot of delight, a lot of positive movement forward, and recognition and reward. And then we have winter. Take care of your needs. So this is, again, going back to a little bit similar to Pile 1 in a very different way, that self-care is very important. Again, remember, as we grow, as we take advantage of the opportunities, we're going to hit a time where there, where's my cards? Okay, where we can't just keep burning the candle at both ends. That's where you got to use your wisdom. Okay, don't burn out. Do make sure that yes, it is exciting. Go for it. It's going to bring you a lot of blessings, a lot of success. And yes, you'll be very fired up because this is, as I said, going back to the air and fire, right? This is going to really become very big and expansive. But you want to make sure that you are doing enough for your self-care, because you know this is not, you're not meant to like just burn out overall. Let's see what we have in astrology. We have the 8th house, intimacy. So this is the house of Scorpio. And then we have Leo, the lover. So water and fire showing up. So yeah, I like this because right under the winter we have water, okay? And we have enough fire and air over here. I like the balance of the elements because this is telling again where this is also talking about your shared resources. This can be mortgages, this can be loans, this can be bonuses, commissions. This can be income from your partner. And then with these two showing up, it's interesting because Leo, again, is the most loving, fun, creative sign. And Scorpio is really, really deep, or the 8th house is really deep. So there is some elements of either deepening your partnerships and growing your resources together, or starting a creative endeavor. This together really shows me, it gives me the starting a business vibe over here, because this is 5th house and 8th house is all our loans and financing and shared resources and things like that. So some of you may be starting a small business on your own, or your own entrepreneurship, a journey that you're embarking on. That's coming through, that is available to you, if that makes sense, and apply as it fits to your situation. But again, it says don't stop, okay? If there's an opportunity that comes your way, the time is right to embark on that journey, okay? Let's get some tarot, and then we're gonna do Lenormand, and then of course get some advice from Spirit. Yeah, it's looking more like a career, light worker journey. Could be like some of you are starting a business on the spiritual side. That is quite possible. And yes, especially because I'm looking at the wolf here. The wolf is again a leader. The eagle is a leader. Owls have a lot of wisdom. So you have a lot of like animal spirit totems showing up over here that are all about wisdom and leadership, and a lot of like taking charge and having a followership is what I'm hearing, okay? So anyway, just keep that in mind. The messages are like really coming through quite strongly on this one. But the wolf is also a very much a pack mentality, so protective energy is coming through. So just watch out the energy piece that I was saying. If you're starting, let's say, a tarot business, a psychic reading business, or Reiki, or astrology, any of those things, just watch for your energy with because sometimes you can really take a lot from others and have that deplete your energy. That's all it is. So follow good cleansing, salt baths or incense or Palo Santo, whatever helps you. Make sure you disassociate with other people's energy. That's going to really help you stay focused and fresh, okay? Some of you needed to hear that. So we have the 7 of Cups, opportunity. That's exactly what it is. So opportunities are opening up for you. Pile 2. We have 7 of Swords, intelligence, wisdom. So 2 7s in a row. 7 maybe at 3, 7, 7, 7. Jackpot. Jackpot, you guys, jackpot. That's the jackpot number. We have 3 7s right next to each other. So this is again talking about there may be more opportunities available to you. It's kind of like a similar theme. I feel like the energies are really picking up. And this is where you are going to use your wisdom from whatever you've learned to really choose the right opportunity. Okay, that's very clear. This is clear as day. You will know what to choose. You have the Hangman. Again, you have the wisdom within. Pisces energy coming through. Let's get two more. Page of Swords. There's that new beginning. So there is an opportunity. And then let's get one more. We have the moon, more Pisces energy showing up. Okay, so the big blessing over here is also a message, is go with the flow at this time. Don't succumb to your fear. Again, you're a very strong spirit. You have a lot of wisdom. And by the way, you're not afraid of the dark. With the owls showing up over here and the wolf showing up, you're not afraid of the dark, which means you're not afraid of your shadow side. So you've done enough work where you understand the value of your shadow and how it actually helps bring out your light. So don't succumb to any fears or any indecisions. Use your wisdom right now to choose between what presents itself. And again, you have the ability to look at it from a very different perspective than other people. So use that perspective, okay? Take a different view, use that perspective, and take your first next step. And then don't worry about the ones that follow, because that information will be presented to you as you follow your journey, okay? Right now is not the time to have every single step laid out to you. That's what the moon tells us. The moon usually hides things, okay? It hides information because we're not ready to receive at this moment, okay? So just trust in the divine and take the first step using your intuition. Using your inner guidance system, but definitely opportunities coming your way. And don't hold yourself back is what I'm hearing with the Seven of Swords, because sometimes with the Seven of Swords, with our past energies, we tend to be super careful and sometimes can miss opportunity. And that's why it's like, that's why we have these, wait, don't stop. It's like, yeah, you may want to wait based on your past experiences, but Spirit is telling you don't stop, have a different perspective. You have a different perspective now on life, on things, on elements in your life, right? Use that to take the first next step, however small it seems, and don't worry about the rest, okay? Okay, let's get a couple. Yeah, look at that. We have the death energy, 8th house, Scorpio energy showing really strongly. Some of you may be dealing with Scorpios. So those times are ending where things were in shadow. You have a lot of joy and harmony coming your way with the lilies. And let's get one more on the moon. We have anchor. Okay, so this is what's talking about with the moon and the anchor. Anchor really talks about, it can go two ways. Either it provides us the structure, the stability to stay where we are. But coming next to the moon, it can be the opposite. It means like, this is where we can hold ourselves back. Like, have you dropped your anchor for longer than it's needed because you're unclear of which way to steer your ship? The ship is coming through. Some of you may be taking like a boat ride or going on the water in some shape or form. It could be just, if you're living next to water, just go for a ride. I think that would be really healing for you. But this is what it's saying is like, don't, anchor yourself because of your fears, because of our past negative experiences. Rather, understand that that is coming to an end. You have endings and beginnings. House of Scorpio, it always talks about the Phoenix moment. It is not just endings. It is the beginning of something new that's going to really bloom and grow and bring you a lot of peace. And this is like peace and harmony. And it's also, to me, a career card as well. Okay, the lilies. The eclipses are happening on the Taurus and Scorpio axes. So just watch for those energies. Again, we all talk about eclipses. Eclipses just unlock the gates, okay? Nothing really happens on the day of the eclipse. It takes about a month to 3 months to 6 months and also to a year with the eclipse energy. So maybe this, the two eclipses that you just kicked off in April and May, may be unlocking your shared resources, inheritances, new side hustle projects, because this is a side hustle or creative business endeavor. This is like income not from our base salary, but it's other sources. So that may have shifted. So those things may be opening up for you and they're going to bring you a lot of happiness. Don't hold yourself back. Okay. All right. So let's get advice. Final cards for my beautiful eagles. We have Mercury in Aries in the first house, restlessness. Okay, this is where we have this weight energy. I get it now. So, some of you, as we said, may have been on this journey of self work for a very long time and may not have had recognition and reward for all your efforts. And this may lead to restlessness. So, Spirit is just saying, just watch out for that. Use your wisdom. Use your wisdom to make the next choice. Don't be restless, okay? That's just like a sort of a caution, and then Spirit just nudging you. You got this. This is in your first house. You got this. And you're very intelligent with Mercury and Aries. You're very driven. There's a lot of drive. Again, we got the drive right from the beginning with the air and fire. So you have the drive, just like tread one step at a time. One step at a time, okay? Let's see what else we have. We have shapeshifter in reverse. So we're going to read the shadow aspect. Projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Oh my goodness. So couple messages coming through. First of all, wolf is a shapeshifter. Okay, or wolf animal total can be a shapeshifter. And this is, but this coming in shadow. Shapeshifter is basically flexibility. How quickly do we adapt to our environment? That's what shapeshifter is. This coming in reverse, maybe perhaps you've been trying to assert, going back to, that's why the Abraham Hicks message was coming through. Maybe you've been trying to assert your point of view to the people around you, and with good intent, because you may be trying to help them navigate to the real truth. But in that exercise, in that initiative, all of that, you may have found yourself becoming more inflexible and rigid. Okay, so shapeshifter in reverse talks about us being rigid in some area, and that's just an example, but I have to honor what comes through. But that's what Spirit is saying. Go back to your flexibility. Go back to your flexibility. Don't become rigid, okay? Even though you're restless and you want to make change and bring about change, you cannot influence others in any way, shape, or form. If there's not their path, they're not going to come on that path, no matter what you do. So preserve your energy and focus on your path and become much more flexible. And then we have the king in reverse as well. So the shadow aspect is excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. So some of you may have been really swimming upstream is what I'm hearing. A lot of you have really been trying to be the provider, to show your vision, to be the leader, to share your wisdom with others, but it's just not the crowd. It is just not the tribe. So you're being called to take it a different perspective and lean on to the next opportunity that brings you a lot of delight. Okay, so some of you, the blessing could be like the vision to know when to walk away. Okay, do drop me a comment if this is resonating with you, because for some of you, I think something needs to end that you may have been trying to do for a long time and it's not going anywhere. This is again saying, all right, stop being rigid, walk away from it. You are worthy of much more opportunities and leadership. So cut your losses and choose the thing that your wisdom or your inner guidance system is telling you to, okay? Because you are a leader, but wherever you're trying this is not the right space for it. Again, could mean like with career as well, that somehow where you've been trying to accomplish a lot, bring a lot to the organization or the company, but it's just not helping you. So it's time to lift that anchor. Wow. And then we have the lizard spirit, dream the world into being, number 38. So again, reduces to an 11, which is a master number. So it's time is now for you to create your perfect vision, okay? And even though it may feel you don't have all the pieces of the puzzles in your hand, that's okay. Take the first step, but dream the world into being. Again, lizards are also very adaptable. You can say they're like, I would call them cousins of chameleons. So because it's really coming through about adaptability and dreaming and camouflaging almost. That type of energy is coming through. So that's what I have for you, Pile 2. If this resonates, if you like it, do subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and drop your thoughts in the comments. I really read through every single one of them and helps me, stay inspired as well to honor the messages that I get from Spirit. So hope this helps. I wish you much love and light, a lot of positivity to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hi, group 3. This is for those of you that chose the raccoon spirit animal or image, oracle card. It is an earth element, so you may have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as major placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or major placements in your chart. So let's talk about this. I think I'll read a little bit from the book as well, but to me, like, raccoons are the most talented, and I'm getting the word hustle, okay? And I don't know if any of you, it's funny, as I channel messages, are any of you fans of animal animations? Like Zootopia is coming through for some reason, so please drop me a comment if you really like Zootopia. And although it was the rabbit that says, "It's what you call a hustle, sweetheart," and that was her way of getting back at the fox, who was really trying to hustle her and trick her, and she really outsmarted the fox, right? So this is where this is really funny, and these messages are, I love it how Spirit brings through these messages. But because I was really thinking of raccoon being the real hustlers, okay? Really creative, really what's the word, resourceful, okay? This group is again, the people in this group are the ones who will find a solution even when they feel in the dark, okay? And you're also very good with people, is what I'm hearing. Very grounded energy. You will adapt to different people or environments, not because you want to fit in, but because you want to really be empathetic and take care and make them happy, okay? So there's a little bit of too much giving what I'm getting from this pile, but let's read from the book a little bit as well. But this is my creative hustler pile, okay? Very resourceful pile. So let's see what we have for this, and then we're gonna get into the reading. So raccoon is, again, earth element, talented, shadowy, in hiding. Yeah, you may be like a gem in hiding, you know? So just quickly, and you can pause and read it more if you want. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. So some of you may actually literally be an artist, okay? Musicians or singers or writers, bloggers, any area where we use our creativity. Some of you may be like that, so this may be a big break coming in that area. What I've been trying to read for each pile is the aspects of when we know we are in balance, when we're out of balance, and what to do. So when in balance, the raccoon is a generous friend, an exceptional artist. When out of balance, can be competitive and be like a starving artist, right? So how do we bring into balance? We make new work. So for those of you, if you're finding yourself in a state of agitation, in a state of competition, and wanting to really win something or make your place in a group by competing, that's your indicator that you may be out of alignment with yourself, okay? And the way you can align your energies, as it says here, is like make something new, start a new project, start something new that gets your creative energies going. But when you're in balance, of course, you're the most generous person, you're very friendly, you're very adaptable. As I said, I was getting a lot of people emphasis. I won't be surprised if some of you are in HR, human resources, or teaching, or a mentor, a coach, areas where we help others find peace. Okay, that's what I'm hearing for some of you. Okay, so take it as it fits. We're gonna place the raccoon over here. I do have pre-pulled some oracle cards. We're gonna do a live shuffle of the tarot and the Lenormand as we go. So let's see what blessing is coming your way. Study. Ooh, number 36. So 36 may be important, or 9 may be an important number for you. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. So you may be starting something new. Again, this could be, as I said, very creative. This could be a side hustle that you're starting. You may be learning to start a website, a YouTube channel, a TikTok, Instagram, whatever is out there. Or you may be starting something new, some sort of, I'm hearing For some of you, some sort of investment, so you're studying about that. But this is all about opening up and learning about things, okay? I was telling the other piles too, you can either use these as affirmations, or you can also use them as spells, because these are the making magic spell cards. So let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. So this will give you the perseverance. This will give you the tenacity. You already have that, to tap into that and grow and become an expert in a certain area. Let's see what else we have. We have discontent and boredom. This kind of goes back to some of the shadow aspects of the raccoon, is like when the raccoon is out of balance. We have triumph. This is the chariot, a major arcana in traditional tarot. So let's see what else. Yeah, so you may have felt like a sort of stagnation is what I'm getting from the discontent. This is the Four of Cups. So kind of getting like not going anywhere. I've tried my best, but look at what is coming. Triumph is coming your way. Let's see what else. Wow, transformation. Look at that. And look at the contrast from the raccoon. It also reminds me, because, you know, we talk about, there's a sentence in the book, if you go back and pause if you want to read, you know, the raccoon kind of wears different masks to fit into different environments. And this is almost giving me like a masquerade imagery right now. What I'm seeing is like this could be like on your eyes. So some of you may be going to a masquerade party. I don't know if those were even happening or happen these days, but there is some sort of like transformation that is available to you, where you're coming out of the cocoon and really blossoming as a butterfly. Some of you may like butterfly dresses or outfits, or just have trinkets around you, bracelets, I don't know. Butterfly is an important totem symbol for you, but there is big transformation coming. So triumph and transformation is what we're already seeing. We have pleasure. Very nice. So a peaceful time. A time of luxury is also what I'm hearing. Very interesting. Okay, let's see what else. We have be assertive. Okay, I like this, and I'll come back to this because I'm getting messages here. If you believe, so whatever you believe in, you will manifest, right? We all know about energy. I'll get into this. And then let's get our final ones. Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Earth energy, major earth energy coming your way. And we have Pisces, water, the mystic, okay, inner guidance. So see, inner knowing, and we have Pisces, which is like the high priestess energy. And then we have Venus, love, coming through as well. Okay, so let's boil this down. What's the major blessing coming to you? Again, the major blessing is, again, tapping into your inner wisdom is the most important thing at this time. That's what's going to bring you victory overall. It's going to bring you a major transformation. It's going to suck you out of this, you know, what do you say? The Four of Cups energy, feeling very blah, because you need to start something new. You have to start something new, and it's going to start with your inner wisdom. What are you being called to do? That's where you're going to get the most blessings. This is something that has been in your subconscious for a while, okay? With the Medicine Mother showing up and the Pisces energy coming through, the mystic. This is all about intuition. It's about imagination. It's about creativity. So some of you, if you've been thinking of doing a creative project or a creative endeavor, again, this is some kind of I think the overarching energies for the collective are shifting into a more positive creative time, because this message has come out in different ways, shape, or form for each pile. But especially with the raccoons, because you're called the artist or creative people, there is a new art form, a new form of expression that is open to you at this time. And no matter how much you're holding yourself back, if you're doubting yourself, yes, you will continue doubting yourself. But this is what Spirit is saying. It's available to you. You need to be assertive. You can transform into this beautiful, pleasureful, abundant phase of your life. You will be victorious, okay? Trust your inner guidance. Listen to it. This is, I want to read you some of the beautiful keywords here. Imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring, magical, allowing, dreamy, ephemeral, enigmatic, spiritual, emotional, escapist, impractical, oceanic, self-pitying, illogical. Okay, so sometimes this is what I'm getting. If you believe you can't achieve it, you're right, you can't achieve it. If you believe you can achieve it, 100% you're right, you can achieve it, right? I forget who said that. If you believe you can achieve it, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're also right. So it's all about energy. So going back to this piece of transformation and assertiveness and speaking about energy, energy is not something we have. Energy is something we are. Okay? And however we feel, whatever our inner energetic code is, that's what we kind of push out or exude to the universe, and the universe matches it back to us. Okay, this is where you have to be assertive, because you have to go through this transformation and you have it within you to do it. So for study, for some of you, could also mean learning a new form of meditation, learning a new form of affirmations, raising your vibration. Any of that could fit into this aspect, right? For others, it could literally be more creative energy, studying about that, more about communication, because what house is Pisces? Is it the third house? No, I may be mixing that up. I have to get my wheel. Hold on. Oh, Pisces is the 12th house. Oh, totally off. Okay. Because I remember like where it's in my chart, and that's why I always get confused. So Pisces is the 12th house. This is the house of the psyche, of course, imagination, inner guidance system. So for some of you, you may feel, especially with the raccoon energy, that you may have been unable to express yourself. There's a lot of hidden knowledge in your mind. You have the medicine mother again, high priestess and Pisces energies coming next to each other. You have a lot of hidden gems in your mind that need to come out, and you have to believe you will be able to share that in a triumphant way. Okay, and it will bring you a lot of I'm hearing with Venus, actually material abundance as well. Okay, that's what this victory and pleasure is about. So I heard the word luxury when I was looking at this card, and that's what Venus is. Okay, so whatever this path is, whatever this new endeavor is, be it a job change, be it a relationship change, be it starting a new side hustle, whatever this is actually going to bring you a lot of love and happiness and prosperity, because Venus rules what we love, who we love, our material possessions, our relationships. It rules all of that, right? So Venus is really blessing you at this time. So use that inner guidance system to get onto this new path. So let's see what tarot says for my beautiful group 3 raccoons. We're changing our dark glasses for butterfly shades, let's call it that. Okay, let's see. I'm being really cheesy right now. Let's see what we have. Oh, look, Venus. We have the Empress. This is the Venus energy. I'm going to place her right here. So you're definitely growing. Oh my God, the biggest blessing is your fertility. If some of you are trying to actually conceive or adopt a child, a pet, whatever that is, that's more on the 3D physical level. That's absolutely available to you. That could be a big blessing, especially if you're trying to conceive from here on in the next year, because the eclipse season just triggered off on the Taurus and Scorpio axes, right? So this is the Taurus energy to me. So within the next year, there could be good news for you. But if not that, then again, this is a symbol of prosperity and fertility and generosity overall. Woo! Woo, this fell all the way here. So we have the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. So 4 is maybe an important number to you. The 4 of Cups is talking about this is the time when you're moving away. You no longer have to hold yourself back, okay? We have the Ace of Wands. There is a new inspiration that is available to you, or if you have a new inspiration, this is a nice time to act on it. The Ace of Wands really talks about our spiritual inspiration. We have again the 4 of Cups. Okay, this is something you really need to get out of. Okay, and it's coming right out on top of if you believe. So if you believe you're lacking in some way, if you are just bored, It just means you're not tapping into your creative juices, okay? So use this Ace of Wands. And look, it can be any simple home project. Pick up something in your home, because this is also earth energy, very heavy earth energy you have over here. So if you want to get inspired, if you want to just shift your inner energy, do something different in the house, okay? Reorganize something, get rid of clutter. Those messages are really coming through for you. That'll help you recalibrate yourself, okay? Let's get one more. But there is a new beginning available to you, and the Seven of Pentacles. This is going to pay off. Just like the Triumph card. You're going to go from the 4 to the 7, okay? And from the 7 to the Empress. So there is prosperity coming your way. That's the major blessing that is being unlocked right now for you. But you have to believe. This is important. You have to believe that is available to you. You have to believe whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve it. And yes, there may be a momentary lapse in our spark, our inner spark. Maybe we've been in the shadows too long. This is what Spirit is saying, that okay, it is time for you to come out and shine, okay? Find something creative to help you go through that. Let's get you 2 or 3. Lenormand. Okay, if I see them, I have to take them. Let's get one more. These are really nice cards. So I'll show you. So you are, first of all, look at the major numbers showing up, 22 and 33. They're both master numbers, okay? So you may be at a pivotal crossroad in your life right now. Excuse me. But you have the key. You're literally on the threshold of breaking through. As I said, with the eclipse seasons, this can happen in the next month, next 3 months, all the way over to next year till the eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio, run their course. Because again, this is showing up over here. You're literally at the precipice. You're at the threshold of this change. And yes, you're moving forward. Okay, there is a journey ahead for you with the ship coming through that. So some of you, this could also be moving houses or jobs or relationships, anything that is, there is movement here. So what I really like, because the ship is coming out, just if nothing else, take this with you, because this tells you you're breaking away from the stagnant energy. You have 3 cards here. Twice you've had the 4 of Cups, and once you've had the 4 of Pentacles. They all talk about us holding back, holding and feeling stuck and feeling like we're not going anywhere. Let this be your confirmation that yes, the blessing's on its way. There is exploration, there is movement, there is a journey, there is travel even for some of you over water. It's interesting because we had the ship image in the last pile, so you may have seen pile 2 as well. But there is a journey. I'll repeat my message here. It may actually bring you water, may bring you healing. Ooh, a very old message is coming through for that. I said this in one of my readings a while ago, and the message is water softens earth. Okay, so as earth signs, especially if you have major placements in earth signs, sometimes earth can become very rigid and very stuck in our own ways, and the only way to loosen it up and to make it more fertile, right, is by adding water. That's why Pisces in the ship is showing up over here. For some of you, water may really help if you want to go just on a boat ride, or just go to the lake, sit by the water, take salt baths, take longer showers, whatever that is. But water is going to help you heal a lot. But the Medicine Mother also showing up over here. So take it as it fits. But what I'm hearing is water softens earth. Okay, so use it. That'll really help you get out of this phase. But there is like major movement, and you have the blessing, you have the key to open this door. It's right, you're right at the precipice of it. Okay, so let's get our final advice from Spirit. We have Saturn in Cancer in the 4th house, charity. So this is where, again, because we have Saturn, it can be a heavy energy in the house, in the 4th house, Cancer, which is home and family and our foundation. So we may have felt heavy, especially with this the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles almost energy, I want to say. So this is just saying the more you engage in actually helping others, which you already do as a raccoon, the faster you'll be able to find that inner spark. Okay, that's important. In terms of personality, stop being the martyr though. So there is the balance. That's what I like. You're transforming. The balance is like, yes, help others, be there to support your friends and family, but stop being a martyr, because the martyr, the shadow aspect also came in reverse. It also talks about sometimes we just become such in this state where we are just constantly giving. Didn't we get that message early on that this is a group that is probably more of a giver and been giving for too long? So this coming in reverse is your confirmation. You no longer have to be that extreme, okay? You have to give yourself time as well, self-care as well. So stop being the martyr, okay? That's very important. And then we have, ooh, look at that, gambler. So the light aspect is willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. This is where your intuition, your inner guidance, your high priestess is coming through. It's also talking about that spark. So take a chance on something. Again, it has to be a calculated one. It has to be based on your intuition. You have the medicine mother, you have the Pisces mystic over here. So just listen to that, but take a little bit something creative, okay? That's what, don't go gambling. That's not what this is. This is like taking a leap of faith, okay? And you know, it's like jump and the universe will catch you type of energy. So be a little bit more open. Again, spend time in water. That's going to help you loosen up a little bit and bring that spark back. And the final message is number 25, elephant spirit, learn from the past. So this can go in multiple aspects of our life, but the elephant also talks about wisdom. It is actually the true leader of the jungle. They are the most wise animal in the animal kingdom, right? And then we have study here as well. So there is some lessons, or there are some lessons that you may have learned from the past. Use that energy to charge forward. And I'm saying charge forward because we have the triumph energy, the chariot over here, okay? It is no longer time for you to hold back and wait for others to approve your path. Wait to appease others. That time of charity and martyrdom is over, okay? Now is the time to take a risk, use your intuition, use your knowledge, and charge ahead into this new territory, whatever that may be. There'll be a lot of abundance and love and caring connections around you, with Venus and Empress showing up over here. But that's what the overall thing is. There is a shift, there is a transformation that is happening to you. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. Those are the major blessings coming your way. If any of this resonates, or if you like the video, please give me a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. It helps me grow. And think of it as an energy exchange as well. And drop me a comment. I read every single one of them. But until I see you next time, wish you much love, light, and positivity. And have a good one.